but they will be doing so without Jake Burton, their starting right tackle, who transferred to Baylor last week and is pursuing eligibility for this season. They start, well, in a couple days, really, a lot sooner than UCLA does. So, Jack, I don't know. Burton's gone. What do you think that means to UCLA? And do you think there are others who will follow?
This is a good move for Burton. If he wants to get a good draft stock, really finish out his career on a high note. Baylor's a good program right now. Got a new head coach, the LSU defensive coordinator from last year. You saw the LSU defense all last year doing really well, led them to a national championship. This is a good move for Burton. I don't see it happening with a lot of other UCLA starters or even bench players. There's not enough time for them to get acclimated to a new system if they want to go play in the ACC, the Big 12, the SEC. There's not a lot of time for them to get on those rosters, learn the playbooks, and really show out. They're better off just sticking through UCLA system, getting to play in the spring or winter if we do end up playing then. I think even if we end up playing a 6-8 game schedule, they'll be better off than trying to transfer now, maybe not getting playing time, get stuck on the bench, lose out a whole year if they even get their eligibility cleared, which NCAA has been clearing a lot of them so far. But I don't know if it would happen for every UCLA starter.
Yeah, I mean, UCLA is obviously not the most talented team in the country, or the Pac-12 for that matter. There aren't a lot of guys who can leave here and go be a starter somewhere else. But maybe it's not even about playing time. Maybe it's about practices, reps. These UCLA guys might not be able to get on the field for anything more than 10 hours a week in the next few months. If they want to stay in shape, if they're going for the NFL, even if they don't play this season. You have guys who are opting out and not playing at all and then going to the NFL in April, May, whenever the draft ends up being. So it's not like guys need to leave and put on a show in prime time and play super well for a Power 5 team as a starter in order to go to the NFL. They just need to stay in shape. So maybe there are other guys who might not even be starters, who are just guys who need to change a pace, and this is their excuse to do it. I think there are definitely guys that follow Burton to other Power 5 teams. It's a little late for them to be eligible to play this season, but they would just be happy to practice. You see Dorian Thompson-Robinson has shown frustration on Twitter saying, man, I need to get out there on the practice field, and they're not letting me out there. The parks are closed in LA. The team time is limited. So whether or not it's another key player like Jake Burton, which we can get to in a second, I think there are going to be guys who leave just so they can play some form of football.
I don't see it. You don't leave Westford for that. You don't come to UCLA as a football player. Really, we're not the big program in LA. USC is the big program in LA. USC is the program you go to if you are that 5-star in LA, the one that thinks they're going to get drafted top 10. UCLA has had top 10 picks. Don't get me wrong. We're good at developing talent at times. And if you are a 3-star, 4-star guy in LA and you're worried about getting sat on the bench at USC, you come to UCLA, you become a star, you get drafted. I don't see that on the roster right now. I don't think there are guys that are worried about getting playing time if they want to get drafted. Now, to your point of bench guys that just want to get reps in, you can still do that at UCLA. You still expect a spring or winter season. There's no reason to go risk yourself right now in the fall when you haven't been training all summer, or even just the past few weeks like most of these programs have, being in competition with guys that have been training and that know the system, that know the coaches, that know the area. You're acclimating to a new school in September where a lot of places have already started. It's not worth it. Just sit it out for a little bit. You'll get your time to shine. Playing in the spring or winter when there's less competition against the Big 12, the SEC, the ACC, you get those primetime games now. You get less time up against the NFL. You get less time up against every other conference. You're going to look like a lot better prospect then.
Yeah, but Jack, if there's one thing that we've seen from the last 6-7 months of this pandemic, a lot of people don't have patience. It's really hard to say, oh, just wait it out. It's fine. You'll probably get that in a few months. Nothing is certain. Absolutely nothing. If these guys can say, oh, like there's a 50% chance of playing in January, but there's a 100% chance of me at least getting on the practice field and like learning a new system and broadening my horizons as a football player if I go to Texas Tech. Maybe they do it. I wouldn't blame them. These aren't guys who are being greedy and necessarily saying, oh, like I need to be on the biggest stage possible. I need to be in the primetime game so I can get drafted in the first round of the NFL draft. That's not really an issue for UCLA or a lot of these schools. But there are guys who either just want to stay in shape, or there are guys who know that maybe they're already in grad school at UCLA. This is their last year of eligibility. Maybe they could come back next year and use that extra year of eligibility, but their degree is going to be done this year anyways. They might want to move on. This is their last chance to play football. I know that we put all these athletes up on pedestals. They're giant stars. They're huge, but they're, 21, 22, maybe 23 years old. They're kids. They just, a lot of them just want to play football.
You're right.
And I don't blame them.